Hi guys! Today, while you're watching one of the most beautiful streets in Iran, I want to tell you an interesting secret. How this place, with a name that means the launch spot, can somehow explain why we still can't build a BMW in Iran. The reason might sound funny, but today's travel route is one of a kind. It's so beautiful, it almost feels like paradise. And the crazy part, all of this is inside the city. We are traveling through a forest in the city, and at the end, we're going to make a delicious kebab the Iranian way. We are driving through one of the most beautiful streets in Iran. This road is called Nahar Khoran, which literally means launch spot. Yeah, it might sound strange to name a street in a forest to a place where people eat lunch. It starts right in the city and slowly pulls you into the heart of the forest. Buildings fade away, trees get closer, and the city turns green. Gorgan isn't just a city next to nature, it's a city inside the nature. Before the forest ends, we are stopping to grab some lamb ribs and marinated chicken and head up for a proper kebab. You've probably noticed by now that the cars in the street look a bit different here. You don't see many global car brands here. That's because import tariffs on cars in Iran are very high, so most cars are locally made. And a big part of what you see, probably more than half, is this one. It's called Pride. It's been in production for almost 30 years, and despite its name, it's more of an embarrassment than something to be proud of. While you're enjoying the view, take a look at the mix of cars on the road. This car has been around for years, basically the same model, just with different faces. In the next shots, I show you some of its most common versions, so you can get to know this industrial disaster a little better. Now that you are a bit more familiar with some of the strange things you see on the streets, there is something interesting about this road. It starts right in the city, passes through residential areas, and reaches the last point where apartment buildings are allowed. After this, it's only forest, with places like hotels, cafes, restaurants, and other tourist spots. One thing the camera can't really show is the slope of the road. From the very beginning, the road slowly climbs uphill, around 10 to 15 degrees, for several kilometers, taking us higher into the mountains. That's why in every season, as you drive along this road, the air gradually gets cooler. A temperature drop of 5 or 6 degrees is something you can clearly feel. That beautiful mountain you see at the end, for a long time there have been many summer villages up there, hidden in those mountains. Before car existed, people walked or rode horses to get there. They left the city early in the morning, and around noon they reached this spot. It was time for lunch, so they stopped here, ate what they had, or grabbed some food along the way, and slowly this place became known as a lunch stop. That's why it's called Nahar Khoran. While driving through here, I was thinking maybe the name of this place, the lunch spot, has something to do with why we don't build BMW or Mercedes. This might sound a bit silly, but sometimes I have this ridiculous theory. Maybe lunch has something to do with it. After all these years, we're still building the same cars, and somehow we never moved on to bigger things, like a giant Pride jet, or even a Pride helicopter. Okay, listen to me. Here, we take food very seriously. I mean, very seriously. Cooking and eating is not a small thing. It's a real industrial project. After eating a really delicious Iranian meal, one that took a lot of time and effort to make, something magical happens. You know, you slow down, your brain slows down too. After a proper Iranian meal, no one can design a better car. And I think even the best engineers in the world couldn't redesign even a car's headlights after eating Iranian food. Alright, we've reached Nahar Khoran Square. We should start looking for a good picnic spot as soon as possible so we can cook our kebab right here in the heart of the nature. And this is the spot we found. Look how close it is to the main road, and yet how quiet and peaceful it feels. Well, perfect. The table is set. And we've already set up the tent for after lunch. Now let's get a start with the kebabs. Alright, the kebabs are ready and going on the table. With food like this, who even thinks about cars, factories, or BMWs anymore? Now it's finally time to take a nap. But before it comes the strange part, at least for most people watching this. Tea. We drink tea before everything and after everything too. After kebab, before sleep. Does it make sense? Probably not. But somehow, it works perfectly. One more cup of tea and then a very serious afternoon nap.